Let's focus on making our GUI. Now, this is going to be our main background. Rename it however you want. We are going to make an open button to open our shop. Reposition your GUI. We need to use a text button for this. Add a local script inside it. Let's make a variable for our main background to make things a bit easier. Alright, now we'll run a mouse button, one-click function. Now, we'll just make the main background visible. Forgot to make it invisible. Anyway, it's working. Now, we're going to make specific GUIs for different items. First, I'm going to add an image label. This will be for the first item. Let's get a good decal for our image. Our first item is going to be a sword. Let's try to find a decent decal in the toolbox. I got this fire image right here. Copy the image ID and place it inside your image label. I'll be adding two text labels, one for the cost and one for just the name. Before, I'm going to organize each item using folders. I'll now put the sword image inside the folder as item 1. Now let's organize the text labels. Now I'll be adding a buy button for this item. Now duplicate it for the second item. I'll move this new GUI to the other side. Finish customizing your second item. Afterwards, we'll make a folder inside server storage. Rename it to items. Now, get your actual items and put them inside here. Inside one of the buy buttons, add in a number value and a string value. Rename the number value to cost and the string value to item name. Set the value of the item name to the same name as your tool. And set the value of the cost to the amount you want to sell the item. Duplicate both of them and put them inside the buy button of the other item. And of course, change the values according to the item. In replicated storage, we'll add a remote event. Rename it however you like. Now, we'll add a local script inside one of the text buttons. Now, let's get the remote event. We'll now make a mouse button one-click function. Let's get the cost inside the text button. We'll also be getting the item name. Let's leave this script for now. Now, we'll be making a leader stats. I've given myself 500 coins to test the shop. Now, back at the local script, we'll now check if the player has enough coins to buy the item. If not, then the script will not signal the server to give the player the item. If the player has enough coins, the remote event will be fired, signaling the server to give the player the item. To do this, we'll first get the coins as a variable. We'll now check if the player's coins is higher or equals to cost. Now, we'll just fire the remote event. We'll be passing in two values, the cost and the item name. I'll also be making a close button. We'll get a new script inside server script service. This script will handle the purchasing of the items. First, get the remote event from replicated storage. Now, we'll receive the client signal using onServer event. If you remember, in the local script, we had sent two values, the cost and the item name. As default, the player is provided by the onServer event function. Now, we'll get the coins from the player's leaderstats. Then, we'll deduct that amount of coins from the player. To do so, we'll just reduce the coins from the cost. Now, we'll find the item that the player wants to buy. To do so, we'll search the items folder using the specific item name. We'll use wait for child and find the item using the item name. We'll clone it and put it inside the player's backpack. An error here, add this line instead in the purchase script. The coins aren't deducting due to variables. If you want, now you can add more items as you like. Also, remember to scale your GUIs. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments.